taking over the desert. Not a city, a camp. Zaatari camp. More than 80,000 Syrian refugees live here. As big as it is, 10 times more live in Jordan's cities. The kingdom is all too crowded. But they're still coming, or trying to. Carrying their worldly goods, or being carried themselves. A no man's land between Syria and Jordan. It's no place to live. Some have been stuck here for months, and it shows. Only the most vulnerable are allowed in. Jordan suspects that the so-called Islamic State is hiding here. Everyone is checked for traces of explosives. And Jordan is resisting pressure from the West to let more people in.
This is a major national security problem for all of us. If you're going to take the higher moral ground on this issue, we'll get them all to an airbase, and we're more than happy to relocate them to your country.
Has anyone taken up your offer?
Of course not. So
Europe
we will
says,
continue
Europe is saying to you, we don't want more refugees.
No,
You're saying we don't want any more refugees. Where do they go?
We will continue to bring them across in limited numbers. We will continue to look after them on the other side, and we will continue to vet them.
On the streets of Jordan, you hear of other battles. A fight for scarce jobs when Syrians are willing to work for less. What's your message to the king, Al-Malik? Long live the king, they cry. And then the criticism.
We feel for the Syrian refugees who left their country, but they hurt us and took our jobs.
What everyone needs is an end to the war. The king says world powers must unite against extremist forces.
We are actually dealing with something worse than the Cold War. Moscow and Washington are no longer each other's enemies. We're dealing with the Khawarij, the outlaws of Islam. That is the global threat. And I'm hoping that's where the common ground is. And if that can happen, then Syria could have a political solution. If not, it'll be a disaster for the Syrian people, and the bad people will win.
Syria's war lies just beyond this no man's land. Soldiers keep close watch as aid agencies care for refugees here. Even for those who finally enter Jordan, there's no end to their suffering and uncertainty. Lise Doucette, BBC News, Jordan.